Dr. Kishore Kumar is here with me as our guest today, and this is a conversation that's getting very, very interesting. Now, I want to talk to you about what we were just speaking about before we went in for the break, where you talked about the other things that you're giving your children in your institutions. You think it's going down well with everybody?
So what I am trying to do is, though giving importance to the scholastic education, in the intellectual thought, but always there is also ability to build confidence in them. And competencies are more important, values are more important. Today, what we give to the children is a buffet of education, which is normally not given. See, a school thinks, no, parents also think the same. They want to finish up the course, they want to get a pass mark in the examination, and they want a certificate. So to me, that is not. And I have seen in my life, children who are getting 200 out of 200, 100 out of 100 are always not successful.
True.
The one who takes the creativity with them, and that creativity is not available in the market. Today, knowledge is available in all the websites, but creativity, application of knowledge is not available. And for that, every student needs a tool of competency, and that is what we are trying to bring into the school system. In that way, CBSE is very helpful to us because the curriculum is very challenging.
It's very tough as well.
Very tough and very challenging. And when we really look into this world of curriculum with a real eye, with the reality as a sense, and we are able to break this. And as I said, the challenge is only preparing teachers, and we are doing a marvelous thing. And for example, for a school of this 2,600 children, we are having around 200 teachers who are working day and night, and the systems are evolving in such a way to break. See, I am not going to find fault with the child, and finding fault with the child is not our concern. To find out what could go wrong with the child, take a preventive measure, take the correct direction, and prepare the child later as a good citizen of a country is what is our agenda of the school.
For those of us who are not involved with education, we often see it as a business.
Yeah.
Is it a business model?
Yeah.
How do you view that comment?
Education today mostly looked upon as a commercial value. There are many people come to me and say, I think you are successful, can we start a school? But I always
As if it's
think,
so easy.
As
if it's so easy.
I always think, no, today God knows how much I am struggling because I want to be pure, because I want to be good, because I want to use. For example, people used to come and ask, why I have not increased the school fee? I said, for the problem that I am going through, the parent is not the person to be attacked. No, the school is collecting a nominal correct fee. Even a CBSE officer, sometime when he visited my school, such a facility, see, I said, I know what should be the type of education, what I can provide, this is what the child said. Commercial values are important because we need to invest. We need to invest.
And
but what I always believe is, institutional money should not be diverted for personal. For any other additional thing, we cannot. And it should always be reinvested into the school. That's why the school is growing.
Right. It's a great thought, of course, here. Now, your dad initiated you into the school, the whole system.
Yeah.
You are doing the same thing with your children. Are you happy with that? Are you glad to be doing that? You have a daughter here, you have a son running the other school. I want to ask you about that.
It's been so fortunate for my father that he had his eldest son who has been bended and diverted to the world of education. Today, I don't think I would have been successful in any other field other than education, because today I wedded to us. But having said that, the period when I was a son to my father is different from my children.
Indeed.
My children to myself as the children. That is where today they're in a different world. The outflow of the thought today happening in such children are different. It's very, very difficult. I don't think I may not be successful bringing them into the field of education.
No, but they already are there.
They are, but are we successful? We may not know. We have to bring them. I brought them. So I have given them a position. Both of them are directors in our institution, and both of them are settling. But education cannot be just run as a bureaucrats.
Okay.
A passion has to come. They have to get into it. Maybe God willing, as how God gave me the grace to fall into the groove of my parents' thought, maybe God will make wonders to change them into it, but a long way to go. I have to be with them and I have to guide them, and God again has to guide me to guide them in the right direction.
Right. Do you interact with them on a daily basis? How much hands-on do you let them be? Do you interfere with them, shall I ask?
No, how I moved with my father is entirely different. I lived with him. If somebody asked me, what is your university? I'll say, Rajkumar is my university. I never had an idea to go out of my father. I was my father's attendant, I was my father's clerk, I was my father's driver, and my life was entirely different. The close people will know 24 hours I'll be with my father. But the case with my children are not that. Now my father used to say, Kishore, why not to go for a movie, man? Why not to go out, man? I said, no, Daddy, I can be with you. I loved being with them, and that's why I imbibed lot of values, lot of courage, lot of confidence, lot of grace from him. But children of today are not like that. They have their own commitment, they have their own way, and very rarely we meet. But what they see, I know as my son, as my daughter, such a lovely people. They are imbibing those values silently, very quietly, and they are so God's, they have the burden on God, and they know God will guide them. That's what is my...
And your father, of course, is looking down from heaven and probably smiling away, maybe smiling today.
I talk to my father every day.
Really? How?
I never feel that father is no more, mother is no more.
That's so wonderful, really.
I never felt like
what
that.
a beautiful comment to make, and what a salute that is to your parents.
I always
now, I
do
want
that.
to ask you, looking at the future, where do you see many more schools in your
recently
your crystal ball?
It's coincident. Recently I thought, Kishore, you're doing well. I may not be doing well commercially, but I'm doing extremely well in terms of mentoring and bring the school concept to life. Now I thought, I'm opening out now. I've contacted people. There are many people who are contacting me. See, we want to start a school. Can you guide me? Can you help me? So that type of consultancy I've started recently, stretching to Singapore or Dubai or Qatar or Nepal. I've been liked and people are inviting me. So I give my consultation.
Your expertise,
I share, yes,
experience and
my
expertise.
experience with the expectation been given as expertise to all these people, and I enjoy doing it because education is one area, if that is cultivated properly, the young mind in school. There are many people ask me for call. I said, nothing doing. I will not come into the higher education at all because I'm not good for that. I'm so confined with school education where I've been into it, and I'll be able to do further on that.
Well, Dr. Kishore Kumar, I want to thank you
Thank
very
you so much
indeed, sir. I do appreciate your time. It's been wonderful to have you talk with us. Well, there you have it. That's all we have here on this program, and I do hope that you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again next week.